Hello, one and all. Brandon Carey is here once more, and we are back playing Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, the third in the PS2 Ratchet and Clank trilogy. What were we... Oh, yeah, we were going here when we started. Yeah, because we just got the mission and we hadn't... I remember this, okay. That's a little trippy. I don't want the infector. This gun is worthless. Okay. Let's try reloading a save. Let's first try saving. And then reloading this save. Ooh, okay. Technical difficulties. Why is everything so funky? Okay. Seems to be just this area. I hope that's not gonna be a thing for the rest of the level. Let's keep going and see what's going up over here. Okay.
Skid?
We're better.
What are you doing here?
My code name is Shadow Dude, bro. Black Ops are my specialty. I figured you guys could use my help.
Thanks, Shadow Dude, but I think we've got this one covered.
All right, I'll just take my hacker and go back to the ship.
Hacker? Oh, well, you know, on second thought, I think we'd like you to join the mission, Shadow Dude.
Awesome! This is gonna be sick!
Remember this guy? Shadow Dude, bro. Dude, bro, dude. Bro. Like, dude. Okay. Don't touch vendors. Oh my god. Okay, this level's acting funny to me. What is going on? Do I have to restart the fucking game? Okay, let's see if we can just avoid using any vendors at all at this level, and that might fix our problem. Okay. That was actually pretty good for these crowds. And then we'll get the Agents of Doom after this. Another upgrade.
This weapon upgrade feature.
Turn them down a little here. Hope it's not too loud for you guys in the audience. Doesn't look like it should be too loud. I'll probably boost my own audio up though. Testing again. There. Alright, now let's get this.
The jackpot crate multiplies all bolts and experience gain.
Thank you, Shadow Dude. That countdown feels so impotent. For the jackpot crates. Well, there's a hacker right there. I get. Oh, you know what? We need to take the hacker from Skid and then do it ourselves afterwards. Get these leveled up so we can stop using them. So far, we're just fighting. This hasn't been a lot. There's not a lot of combat here. It's mostly just not a lot of platform here. It's mostly just combat. It's mostly pure combat.
You haven't forgotten how to swim, have you? Press square to dive and X to rise. Press harder to dive or rise faster. Your helmet will provide oxygen. At least, in theory.
And in practice, too. After Ratchet and Clank 1, they never made us breathe underwater again. Or hold our breath underwater again. Thank God Ratchet has a Commando-matic helmet for this. Alright, and we're up. How? Looks like the technical issues are at least fine for now. We'll see if
Be careful down there. My scanners show a huge biomass moving towards you down the drain pipe.
Hopefully the technical issues will subside, at least once we get out of this level. Alright, here comes the big guy. That's a weird grunt for a sewer monster. Wow! Wow! The Amiibo boys scare you more than tech issues. Well, as a person playing, tech issues scare me more than anything else.
This weapon upgrade features a lock-on mod. To lock on to enemies, press and hold L2 and R2.
Awesome!
There are some Amiibo boys down there, but that's okay. Quit. And anyway, we started blasting. Get this platinum or titanium bolt. No animation, eh? No animation is interesting. Supposed to be an awkward position for the bolt. Always gotta get the shinies when you see them. Always. Very good at stealth here, Shadow Dude. You're a sneaky, sneaky boy. On account of the enemies cannot see you because they have their AI does not program to. Alrighty. Really, like, there's not a whole lot, like... It really is mostly combat in this game. The more, like, when you see it, it's hard not to unsee it. This game is extremely combat focused. Which isn't bad. Like I said in the last episode, that's the direction this series would end up going pretty much after this point. it's weird to see it after playing the previous Ratchet and Clank games on screen, how early that transition happened. I didn't realize this transition occurred this early in the game's timeline. This was this was pre-Deadlocked. Yeah, like you would think that Deadlocked is the game that really transitioned into the pure third-person shooter that the series eventually became. But no, honestly, if this is probably the big like focal point. You can even argue Going Commando as well, if we're being honest with ourselves. But Going Commando still had a ton of really solid platforming on top of the combat, which improved a lot over the first game. And I honestly, I do think that was the right call for the franchise. Because especially given that Sonic later go on to make the Resistance games. That just seems to be the direction they wanted to go. Oh yeah, Deadlocked. People will shit on that game. And not entirely undeserved shitting on that either. But Deadlocked is really good, and the combat, which thankfully is if it's good as it's the focus of the game, is really, really solid. I am still not 100% convinced I'll do it on stream. If I do, it won't be a completionist run. It'll probably be like just a raw get to the end of the campaign kind of thing. Because that game, like 100% of that game is a project. You don't just do that.
Hold circle to target multiple.
This gun's pretty powerful for a blaster. Yeah, I want to be clear. I think Deadlocked is a good game. I don't, like, even... I was gonna say I don't think they've ever done a bad Ratchet and Clank game. But, All for One does exist, technically. Although, honestly, even All for One is not, like... All for One isn't bad. The problem is that I played it solo. And when I eventually, like, found a group that would be willing to play co-op, they lost interest extremely quickly. But I guess, like, if there was a candidate for a bad RNC game, it probably would have been All for One. Looks like this only happens when I see the ocean.
Shh! Clank, did you hear that?
We are not alone.
Hey, dudes, I forgot to feed my goldfish. I'll see you back at the...
Well, if it ain't two of my best customers.
Slim Cognito? What are you doing down here?
I had a small run-in with the cops concerning a suck cannon upgrade that was mistakenly sold to a miner.
A suck cannon upgrade that was mistakenly sold to a miner.
Anyway, I needed to find a less conspicuous place to do business. I take it you two...
They really...
Well,
They were not subtle. I don't know how my childhood self did not see that. Alright, let's get some free weapons. And hopefully the game did not break. The game broke.
Try customizing your quick select in the pause menu.
Fortunately
To
for me,
access your secondary quick select ring, hold R1 while using the quick select.
since the game did just autosave there, we will just manually save and load that save. For some reason in this area, vendors just break the entire geometry when I use them. There should hopefully be a pad. Alright. So we're good. We're good. I actually do agree with both of you. I think going Commando was the perfect balance between combat and platforming. I think that's probably the best game in the original trilogy. I think this game is...
We must split up here.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's time to put on the Tira guys and go meet my new pals.
Good luck. I will assist you if I can. Perhaps you should have read the instruction manual. It was nice knowing you, Ratchet.
Toilet humor. Alright, time for a Clank segment. You know how these go. He plays a small guy doing small guy things. Oh, that's a time. Okay, that's a time switch. Cool. Oh, instant death. Okay. This is a good mechanic, I think, for the Clank levels, actually.
No monkeying around. Monkeying. Ahem. We are on an important mission.
Clank, that little sucker will chase bananas any place you shoot him. Give it a try.
I also love Clank's puns. This is a really good mechanic for Clank's section. This is effectively a gadget bot, but it's a gadget bot that has a lot of utility. And you have a much more interesting way of manipulating it.
Ratchet, I need you to extend the bridge at Junction G5.
Yes, it's also very funny and animated. It's also a really good way of showing Ratchet and Clank like working together without being literally by each other's side. Let's just go through all of these. Oh, for God's sake. Oofy doobers. Let's try again. Okay, we just... Okay, thank you. Now it's time to play.
I found some online instructions for the Tira guys. Let's see. When you speak to a Tyrannoid, you should see a holographic display. Just tap or hold the correct button as it moves across your display. Watch what you say, though. These guys have really nasty tempers.
Now, I don't want to call this a fixed hologuise, but it's a much more interesting hologuise to use. It is an honor and privilege, my Tyrannoid brother. Nope, no instructions. You just gotta learn how to use it on the spot. Obviously, toilet humor is the name of the game here. One can't be too careful. Yeah, this is a good little teamwork section between the two of them, where you play as Clank, get to a point where Ratchet needs to bail you, help you out, and then keep going. Sorry, monkey. Well, there you go. Yeah, this is a much more interesting Gadgetbot. But you have actual Gadgetbots now.
I love those little guys. To give them commands, just hold triangle and select a command with the left analog stick.
What the hell, Gadgetbots? That was rude, Gadgetbots. They just sat there. My monkey was getting shot and they just sat there. Fucking rude. When I say attacking, you sit there. That's not attacking. That's sitting there. He's fine, probably. Probably. Alright, now hit the button, slave. Oh my god, you morons. I don't recall having the shovel Gadgetbots in previous areas. Alright, now let's talk to some Tyrannoid fools. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We missed yesterday's Secret Agent Clank episode. Everyone watches this show. When you think about the Hollow Guys and how primitive that item was compared to what we're doing now, I'm glad I took another crack at this gadget, because like, total humor aside, it's really cool. Like, this is a much cooler idea than what we were seeing before.
Well, what took you so long?
Clank, what are you doing here? You're supposed to meet me on the surface.
I thought I would help.
Well, you can give me a hand searching Dr. Nefarious' office. Well, let's see.
I love this.
Oh, look at this. The complete Secret Agent Clank Holovid collection. This guy's your biggest fan.
That is rather disturbing.
That is rather
I have
disturbing.
downloaded an encrypted star map. Perhaps Al can decode it.
Great. Let's get back to the Phoenix.
I love that. That is rather disturbing. He's my biggest fan, except he's also a huge villain. Ah. Ever since going Commando, every single game in this series, except for probably a Fake Deadlocked and some of the other spin-offs, has had one of these. An area you come to grind for bolts.
Whoa. Deja vu.
Ow! Oh, it's you two again. Right on schedule. This here's one of the nastiest, smelliest sewers in the galaxy. Most guys wouldn't set foot in a place like this, but me? I just can't get enough.
Right. Well, we were just passing through. You can get back to whatever you were doing.
Hey, if you find any sewer crystals, I'll pay you for them in bolts. I'm making something special for the missus.
Sewer crystals. Uh-huh. We'll keep that in mind.
Ah, fresh from the bowels of a king amoeboid.
The sewer crystals this time, or the crystals we're getting this time, are amoeboid shit. Literally. That's not a joke. Why is it... What's wrong with this area? Okay. Let's try saving again. As for why he keeps giant tube to sewer in his office, honestly, I presume, like if you need a way to toss someone into a deep pit, this'll do it. I only hope that we aren't going to see that issue occur everywhere. Yeah, deep pit with amoeboids. Let's get some shit to the plumber. We're not gonna do this for very long, because we have stuff to do. But I do want to at least do a little bit of this grinding. Just to kind of give people a feel for how it happens. Because when you're looking for bolts, this is the place to go in the game, more or less. To come here, get a few crystals, and then leave with some money in your hands. We're not gonna stay in... Pretty much every Ratchet and Clank game these days has a level like this. Where you have a semi-open area. I guess this is the exception, because this really isn't a semi-open... This is more of a closed series of pipes, because we're in a sewer. But in most games, this area will take the place of like a semi-open world. If we die, we'll just leave. That's not a big deal. Yep. That's game. We'll give you the sewer crystals, and then we're going to head on out of here. And hopefully, if we get to the Phoenix, we'll fix the issue with our vendor. If not, I'll restart the game, and it won't be a big deal. I want it to be just this area. I don't want it to be every single area in the game. Seems like every time I go into a menu, it causes this issue. We'll see if it's this area as well. If it is, we'll restart the game.
Sorry to disturb your work, sir, but you may want to know that your impenetrable secret base on Aquatos has been penetrated.
Impossible!
If you say so, sir. They apparently stole some sort of data disk. Well, I must be off now. Dirty laundry and whatnot.
Who is responsible for this outrage?
I believe it was a Captain Qwark or something.
I love this.
You'll always be beloved.
I love this. Dr. Ferris is a great villain.
Should have that looked at.
That moron could never hope to match wits with the likes of me.
If anyone can beat a moron, it is.
They didn't. He doesn't have that issue in the later games. I just realized.
Assembled a group of elite agents known as the Q Force.
What? This Q-Force must be stopped. Destroy them. Eradicate them. Annihilate them all.
It's on my to-do list, right after folding your undergarments.
Right after folding your undergarments. Why does he need undergarments? He's a fucking robot. He just cleans. Oh my god.
Well, team, I believe some congratulations are in order. After all, my plan was even more perfectly than expected. Well?
Way to go, dude.
Don't mention it. I'm just doing my job. Now that I know where the Tyrannoids are coming from, I can put a stop to this alien menace once and for all. With utter disregard for my own safety, I've drawn up an ingenious plan for an attack on Tyrannosis. First, I shall humbly step aside, allowing Ratchet to free fall down and take out the mortar launchers at the landing site. Once the mortars have been silenced,
I love
the
that.
dropship will make its descent. Next,
I
Ratchet
love
will
this
take the
child's
assault
drawing
vehicle from the
concept
dropship,
art.
make his way to the 4 plasma cannon turrets and destroy them. Once the
Oh,
turrets
fun
have
fact,
been
by the way,
knocked out,
artists
Ratchet
love being
will
able to draw bad
personally
art.
lead the assault on the
Deliberately bad
main
art.
enemy base. All right, let's get to it. Yes, you there in the front.
Yeah, hi. I was just wondering, what are the rest of you gonna be doing while I'm down there getting blasted?
We'll be monitoring the situation closely from here. Actually, we'll be down at the lunch buffet on deck 5. It's Meatloaf Day. But we'll be rooting for you every step of the way.
Yeah, man, we got your back.
Yeah, the plan is excellent.
The plan is excellent. The one that you're not part of. Or that you're the only person part of it. So, we are going to save. And I am going to restart the game. And see if that fixes the problems we're having today. The game did crash on me during the first stream at the end of it, so hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. I really don't want to spend my weekend trying to figure out what's wrong with my console. test the vendor. Ages of Doom. Okay. Okay. We look like we're good. Looks like we're good. Not enough blast processing. Oh boy. I think it was just a fluke. Just a fluke. The PS2 is still working fine.
Ratchet.
Now it's time for the assault on Tyrannosus. Also, for Vector Quality, you actually do get different enemies than usual. The Amoeboids are there, as are the robots, so it's a unique area to fight in, as opposed to just a different area with more Tyrannoids. But now we're going back to Tyrannoids. So, something you'll notice right away, the only ones you have to worry about are the red ones. The other ones will not come for you at all. The red ones are the only ones that you need to worry about. And if you're colorblind, that might be an issue. These are cool sections, by the way, these little drop sections. And we already maxed out, but mostly I just want to make sure it's still working. Don't take my XP, fuckers. You're seeing new varieties of Tyrannoids, but it is still the same faction at the end of the day. And unlike a game like Halo, where you fight the Covenant for the entire game, it's not as cool in a Ratchet and Clank game. Give me a second, guys. I want to break the boxes. Jesus Christ! Stop rushing me! You kill stealers! I get a jackpot crate. Alright, they are gone, so I can actually slow down and take my goddamn time. I'll be right back, fool. It's your fault for rushing me. And unfortunately, this is actually enough bolts to be relevant, so I can't just ignore them. Especially in a where we're not really doing a lot of the arena shit or the sewer crystals for money. That means we really can't afford just to let these kinds of bolts just sit here uncollected. I actually really don't like the NPC allies in this game. I do not, like, if they're trying to give me a sense of teamwork and camaraderie, I do not feel it. These guys end up feeling like a burden to me. More often than not. Wondering why we're taking so much damage because we don't have any armor upgrades. Probably should buy some at some point, but honestly I don't. I can't justify it in my head. Also, I'm not sure in this game, but I think going Commando at least, the armor was actually glitched where it didn't work.
Nice work, Ratchet.
The way it's supposed to.
Coming in on the dropship now.
I like the song. I was talking about buying armor.
Cross that bridge.
To access your world map, press select or R3.
I'm saying the armor doesn't really do a good enough job to protecting me to justify buying it over like a new weapon. Or stuff that I actually want to use. Especially in an LP like this, where we're not really doing 100%. Because if we're not going 100%, we do need to use our money wisely so that we can buy the upgrades we want. Got plenty of ammo and plenty of weapons. Bring it on. Bring it on, baby cakes. This is actually a pretty cool. I did just like complain about fighting Tyrannoids again, but if you ignore that for a second and focus just the level itself, this is pretty cool. This feels like a Halo level almost, like a straight up a shooter where you have different objectives and you have to get to all of them and complete them in this fairly large map, but still fairly contained despite its size. Like, you can see the map itself. There's a decent size to it. Or at least it gives off a good illusion of there being a decent size to it, even though it is just kind of a hub world. Please don't call me babe. Okay, Xenochrist, for you I won't. But, this is actually, like, for Ratchet and Clank, a pretty unique level. Because you have 4 objectives, but you can take them on in any order. Thank you, Scrunchy. Scrunky the monkey. Perfect. And again, the reason why those lasers hurt so bad is because we do not have any armor. So lasers will hurt, but that's fine. We could just not get hit, and that would solve that problem. Yes, I anti myself to get good. Why do you ask? That's trophy up there. We need to get that. Perfect. I also want to steal their ship. Stop! I need to get to this shiny over here. It's very important, you understand? I guess you don't. There we go. Let's try to get this shiny over here. Perfect. We got the... I think that's Owl. We got the Owl trophy. Owl trophy. Nothing really, we just got the Owl trophy now. Almost to our second switch. Oh, that was scary. Oh, I died for a second there. Maybe we didn't. We can move on. To the third out of 4 objectives on this map. Sniper rifle. Oh, we have an annihilator. Okay, so we got stuff to save up for. Excellent. I remember even as a child, I remember this section felt more like a Halo mission than like a Ratchet and Clank mission. But that was also kind of what made it cool. Is that when you play a Halo map, like you're used to seeing these like large sprawling levels with like a couple objectives in the middle of it that you have to do. And honestly, being realistic, this level is not very large. It's not. But it's more open than a Ratchet and Clank level typically is. So it feels large, even if it realistically isn't. It feels like a large area. No great animation, eh? Interesting. Maybe this is the right way, I think, actually. Let's go the other way. Let's see what's going on over... Oh, we don't have the hover shot! We don't have our swing shot yet! Oh. Idiot. I just realized we don't have our fucking swing shot. Considering how like early you get in like both games prior, it's weird that we don't have the swing shot yet now that I'm thinking about it. Holy shit. That's strange. Close to more health. Rocket mod is very nice to have too. I'm realizing. I actually don't recall making much use of lock-on mods in the original game, but here they really do. Or not originally in my original time playing through this game. But they're really useful. It is a fascinating choice, though, to have your mods be something you acquire as part of upgrading the weapons, as opposed to having to buy them separately. Because in Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, you had to actually buy the mods for your weapons. That was what the titanium bolts were for. I guess... Oh, you missed it, Xenochrist. We tried going lock strafe. It ended up fucking me up in the controls more than it was helping, so I did away with it. I ended up doing worse under lock strafe than I did doing actual, just regular camera controls with strafe being locked by holding R1. Because the controls weren't, like, like, if you play a modern Ratchet and Clank game where lock strafe is the default, it's not an issue because the controls are kind of balanced around lock strafe being the default. Here is still a little unruly. It's not perfect yet, the way it will become perfect later. So it's nice that they have the option. They're considering it because they realize that it's a very important like mode for this game. But it's still a little underbaked at this point in the franchise's history. It's getting there, but it's not quite there yet. That is a good question, though, as to why I've chosen not to use it. Also interesting to note that this game we actually start with 10 health instead of the usual 4. So even at this point they realized that there were some changes they need to make to the way health scaling works. If they're going to focus more on the combat aspect of this game. Which is, again, fascinating. Alright, making progress. One more objective left. I miss my jet boots. That would make walking this distance a lot less annoying. So we'd have to walk this distance at all. Right? This should be the last one. Before we finish off this level. This one's a lot easier to get to than the other one was. Let's finish off this and get to the big boss fight of this area.
Ratchet. Get moving.
Alright. No weapons to buy. So we're just gonna go into a boss fight. Now... this is the Tyrannoid Queen. Ladies! She's single! Well, bye. Oh, asshole. Oh, that's rude. I kind of like that the Agents of Doom do more damage than the fucking Nitro gun. All right. This is a cool transition. It is. I love these kinds of like the watch it from the monster's perspective. Such a cool visual. Perfect.
Captain Qwark, first you made another miraculous comeback. Now you've defeated the Tyrannoids in a spectacular battle on their own planet. How do you explain your recent success?
Courage, compassion, dashing good looks, iron hard abs! Seriously though, to be a true hero of heroes, you need more than loads of charisma and a brilliant tactical mind. I couldn't have done it without these massive guns!
I know there are people who enjoy Captain Qwark.
Glad to see you made it through in one piece, Ratchet. You must have quite a story to tell. Why don't you come back to the Phoenix and fill us in?
I know that because the writer of the Future franchise loves Captain Qwark, or the Future trilogy loves Captain Qwark. I never have. I think he is overrated. So it is. And I could see the redemption arc for him. I really could, especially with what's going to happen later in this franchise, in this game. But it never felt earned to me. He always still felt like it felt like the transition from villain to hero didn't really work the way it should have. I'm trying to get all of you killed. I don't want to fight alongside any of you. Fuck. Like, it always felt like the entire galaxy just forgot that he was responsible for at least 2 galactic-wide disasters. And I understand this is a comedy game, so you're not supposed to put these kinds of deep thoughts into it. Like, he's meant to be funny. I get that. But even as a young child, that really bothered me. The way we're all, like, happy and forgiving of the person who was completely okay with just destroying entire planets and killing a bunch of people with the proto-pet in order to make a few extra bucks and get his career back online. The hyper-capitalist Captain Qwark. It just never sat right with me.
There's a hover ship pad near the center of the island. We need to get out there and capture it.
It never sat right.
This place is crawling with noise. There's the hover ship. We need to push the noise back and secure the area.
These homing missiles are the most aggravating thing on this level. They don't feel fair. Let's do this assault. Just try to finish this off. This is another example of multiplayer stage being repurposed for use in the single-player campaign.
There's a hover ship pad near the center of the island. We need to get out there and capture it. Covering fire. This place is crawling with noise.
Oh, if I could snipe these launchers, I would. Return to the ship, actually. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing this. Return to the ship, actually. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. That is optional, and I don't want to do it. Maybe if I had more, like, if I had my sniper rifle, we would try that again. So I would snipe those fucking turrets. Nah, I'm not doing that with this current arsenal.
It was the biggest Tyrannoid you've ever seen. Big as a Star Cruiser and packing twice as much firepower. There was no escape. He was coming right at me. Closer, closer. Oh, what am I gonna do, right? Closer, even closer. Click, click. My blaster jam.
No way! What happened next?
Yes, go on. We're all riveted.
So, this is the mighty Q-Force I've heard so much about. Pathetic! I could obliterate the lot of you, and they wouldn't even mention it in Supervillain Weekly.
True, sir, but you have done the fashion world an enormous service.
Fashion world?
For you, Agent Clank. I have far grander plans for you.
Ratchet is a good storyteller.
All right, Lawrence, you can turn it off now.
Oh, may I, sir? What a treat.
Al, come in.
Yellow.
Someone just transmitted a hologram onto the ship. I need to know where the signal came from.
Let's see. Backtracing the signal. Six-path alpha key encryption? Amateurs. I got it. It came from a facility on planet Dax. Accessing their computer files.
Planet Dax?
Aha! I found something suspicious.
This is how hacking works, exactly. As someone who works in computers, this is how hacking works,
Tonight,
100%.
we take a journey inside the enigmatic mind of our galaxy's foremost evil genius, Dr. Nefarious. We'll take a tour of this secret
That's correct.
facility
Dax
on
is short for
planet
Daxter. That's where they named this
home
planet
to some
from.
of the galaxy's most insidious superweapons, including the dreaded Rainbow Afrolyzer. Dr. Nefarious, we've all enjoyed your past work, but how do you respond to critics who say your latest galactic schemes are just more of the same?
I will annihilate them!
Lawrence, tell us a bit about this top-secret superweapon being constructed on planet Dax.
Well, super is such a strong word. For that matter, weapon may be a tad overdoing it. We do, however, have a lovely view of the ocean at sunset.
Is Dr. Nefarious poised on the brink of galactic domination, or is this super weapon just the latest in a series of maniacal pipe dreams? Stay tuned for more from Supervillain Weekly.
Whatever Nefarious is doing on Dax, it can't be good.
We'll check it out.
You're welcome.
So, fun fact.
So, you've come back to disgrace my training course once again, hmm?
Actually, we were hoping we could just pick up the gadgets and split.
We have a spaceship to catch.
Ha! You slackers are always looking for the easy way out. When you can pass the course, you can have the device.
I guess we're in the VR simulation. So, fun fact. The Rainbow Afrolyzer was a gadget conceived...
The green object is a hypershot target. Press and hold circle to connect...
That hacker is used to crack security terminals. Just stand near a terminal and press triangle to hack in.
Thank you. I am tired of help desk already. Alright, a pretty basic minigame. But the Rainbow Afrolyzer was actually a gadget they had intended for, like, the earlier Ratchet and Clank games. I forget if it was 1 or 2. It was intended to force your enemies to dance when they had the Rainbow Afro on them. And they couldn't do that because at the time they didn't have the technology to really handle such a device. But of course, people who played modern Ratchet and Clank games recognize that as a Groovatron. So we don't have the Rainbow Afrolyzer in actual, in truth. But we do have it in concept. The concept is still there. And if any of those red reach us, it's game over. But obviously the goal is to collect the 10 green pieces we need before we die to the red. And the blue shields do nothing. Pretty simple minigame. They've always, each one of these games has one of these trespasser gadget kind of things for infiltration. This is the latest version of that. It's not a whole lot different to what you're used to.
That looks okay, I guess.
And they use this is the game they use a lot in this game, if memory serves. I remember doing a lot of these puzzles. Hell, we still could go back to Aquatos and do the puzzle there. Since we now have the hacker. We will when we finish this course. Nothing too complex so far. Last leg of this puzzle. I don't think they ever get to more than 3. Done. Fully hacked.
That was pathetic.
Alrighty, we'll just take those gadgets and be on our way.
Oh yeah, the little man is cocky now. Ho, ho, ho. Maybe you'd like to meet Helga on the wrestling mat, hmm? We'll see how cocky you are, twisted up like a wet noodle.
Maybe next time.
Pansies.
Now, I do believe there is an achievement, or a skill point, for doing this as fast as possible. So we're going to try to get that achievement real quick. Didn't get it. Oh well. I know there's an achievement for doing that quickly. I just don't forget what the actual time is for it.
I'd like everyone to congratulate Scrunch the Monkey on his promotion to Chief Science Officer. I feel confident that we have the best primate for the job. Better luck.
Nice. 69.69. That's the time. 69 seconds. Very nice. Nice. Alright, we got two things to get. Oh, if only turning off the voices was the help desk and not for like the stuff where our characters start talking to us, our crewmates. I don't need the hollow shield glove. I barely use it in any run I actually play of this game. Ah, the lava gun. They really did fix the problem people have with the lava gun in this game. Nice if I could actually fucking see the person shooting at me. I could fucking shoot back at him. What the fucking cheat? I guess he's allowed to fucking cheat. There we go. Ah, 50. Gotcha. So even less than a minute. That's doable. I just, I guess a little slow with that run. I mean, I know it's doable. I've done it before. I've gotten all the skill points in this game multiple times. Like on my PS3 profile, I have all of the trophies in this game. We are paying for my unwillingness to do any actual grinding. Yeah, on the on my PS3 save, I have Platinum Trophy for all 3 of the original games. Which means I also did get Wrench Ninja 2 Blade to Blade. That pain in the ass achievement. Also, fun fact, that one skill point, Wrench Ninja 2, is why you will never see me 100% any Ratchet and Clank game, like any of these PS2 games ever again. I got Wrench Ninja once. I have no need nor interest in doing it a second time. Not so bad when fully upgraded. Correct! Unless you're doing it in challenge mode. Which I was. Although, doing it in regular new game, once you get the second wrench upgrade, you're right, not that bad. Hover boots, finally. That oversized fucking shoe.
Double tap R1 to blast off with the charge boots.
Fortunately, the hyper shot up are auto equips. Yeah, one thing they did in this game that was really good is they started doing auto-equipping gadgets when you needed to use them, which was a very needed feature. That cuts down so much on your quick select time. And as far as quality of life goes, this is one of the better Ratchet games. I see the problem. Wait. Look at that draw distance. Alright, okay, here's the way. About to fight that thing. This feels almost like the trip, or like the platforming stage of the first half of Chairman Drek's boss fight. This feels a lot like that right now. I don't know if that's deliberate, but that's like the vibe that this gives off. Is like first half of the Chairman Drek boss fight. I'm not getting any fucking money. Might not be able to get away with avoiding off-screen grinding the way I would like to. So good. We're making it, we're making it. We're gonna run out of bullets in a second. There we go. And now for the best cutscene this entire game. Arguably the entire franchise. Anyone who's gotten this far around production knows what I'm talking about. This is one of the best cutscenes in the entire game. This will probably be the thumbnail for this episode when it goes on the YouTube.
Check it out. Looks like somebody's a big fan of Courtney Gears.
Courtney who?
Come on, remember that bombshell handing out prizes on Annihilation Nation?
Ah, yes. Her specifications were remarkable.
Yeah, well, she's not the hottest pop star in the galaxy because of her singing.
That is odd. It appears this computer was recently used to edit one of her music
Insomniac
videos.
doesn't think Britney Spears is a good
let's watch
singer.
I mean, you know, it may contain a clue or something.
Yeah, what's up, people? It's Courtney Gears. Are you feeling me, robots? I'm feeling you. I see the future, and what do I see? Robots going crazy across the galaxy. Cats and organics, they're soft and
The beat is really fucking catchy, by the way.
robots must be free. You wanna be free? Then shout with me, yeah!
This is a good song, despite the fact this is very robot supremacist.
It's time for you and me to rise up and strike back. Don't stop until we dominate. Won't you feel great when we exterminate all organic life?
It's a good music video.
Miss Gears may be in league with Dr. Nefarious.
Yeah, who knew? She always seems so sweet and innocent in her videos. Well, except for that one with the... You know...
Exactly.
Possess information about what Nefarious is planning.
With that, you know what I'm...
And if we win that grand prize on Annihilation Nation, we'll get another chance to talk to her.
That you know, that, ooh. Best cutscene in this entire franchise. Someone had fun animating that. Oh, so good. We're not done here, though. You gotta go up. Now, if memory serves, this is more of a linear shooter section. With unique bad guys. Here's my money.
Congratulations to employee GX34 on his promotion to Killbot First Class.
These guys die easy. Beautiful. Fall before me. And give me all your money. Oh, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. That's alright, though. All organic life forms report to for immediate execution. I do love this game sometimes. And its twisted sense of humor. Time to blow some people up! Alright, now come on down, robots. Oh, you can blow up buffet. Enough from the sniper rifle. Whoopsie. Whoopsie doodle. Using the office network for online games is prohibited. Well, I won't stop employees from doing it. I promise you that. Signed, an employee. Well, let's hack this shit. Get moving. Give me my green. There's my green. I used to play, like... I mean, these days we all have phones in our pockets. So, like, if we want to play a game, it's just right there. I had all number of games on my phone, and I still do, even though I work from home now. You can't bring your phone to work. That's fair. Yeah, that's part of what makes mobile gaming so popular, is that for a lot of us, we can play our games while we're at work. Especially if it's one of those idle games. You can just play that and let it, and like nurse it while you're doing something else. That's actually important to your job. Oh, bullshit! Are you serious? All the way at the start? That's just rude, game. That's just rude. Fortunately for me, this game still does have this dynamic difficulty that the previous games had, where every time you die, the level does get slightly easier. So eventually, through brute force, you will eventually just get it. I remember during the developer commentary Let's Plays, Mike Stout and Tony Garcia would often joke about how silly the difficulty discussion was in games in the because as people who worked on Ratchet and Clank, people would often bring
has a wider blast radius and simultaneously
these games into the discussion of games of like, oh yeah, Ratchet and Clank didn't need difficulty sliders. You only had one difficulty. And they would sit there kind of laughing and going, that's not entirely true. Because it wasn't. This game has an adjusting difficulty that is dynamically adjusted. But it's still an adjusting difficulty. It's just dynamic. Something that the game is setting for you as you die. Well, later on, they would eventually just add difficulty sliders to the games. Like in the later games, you like Rift Apart's a good example where there's literally a difficulty slider in that game. You can just toggle difficulty on and off, or to higher or lower levels as you need to. So you had that, but in these games where you didn't have a difficulty a difficulty choice, you actually did. It's just it wasn't one that you were consciously making. Oh, Deadlocks did? I don't remember that. But since you're a fan of Deadlocks, I believe you because you probably played the game more than I have. I did eventually 100% Deadlocks too, and that was no easy feat. Because you have a lot of fucking cars to collect. Or a lot of tasks to do to get 100% in that game. But the game makes no effort to tell you this, but every time you die, and this is actually true for Jack and Daxter as well. Every time you die, the game makes itself easier. Okay. Oh, this is what hover boots are for. And this wasn't, and this time difficulty was not a thing that was exclusive to like Ratchet and Jack. Like, you go back to the old Crash Bandicoot games, it was a little more obvious then because if you died enough, they would just give you masks and checkpoints. But that is a form of adjusting difficulty, where the game is like, okay, you're dying a lot here. I'm gonna take pity on you and make this a little bit easier. The same exact principle is applying in this game as well. It's just a little more subtle about what it's doing under the hood. but is the exact same principle. In fact, if I was a betting man, I would bet that even though Deadlocked has actual difficulty sliders, it probably also had that dynamic difficulty inserted into it as well. Because Insomniacs, like, when designing a level, what they're looking for is an average number of deaths. Not for flawless play, mind. And that's very important. What they're doing under the hood is checking to make sure that on average, players die a certain number of times in a level. And try to stay close to that average number of deaths. If you are dying that amount of time, like, there's like, I don't know a number, but because it's different for each level and for each, like, part of that level. But for example, they would expect you to make a couple of deaths. But they would be looking for, like, okay, we expect players will die about 5 times while doing this objective. And if that was incorrect, then they would make the game a little easier. And dynamic difficulty is there to make sure that as you're dying, the game is getting easier. And that was their intent, is if you're not dying enough, the game would academically get harder. But if you're dying too often, the game gets easier. Because they were going not for, like, being able to play the game flawlessly. A number of deaths was baked into the system as an expected result. Which I find incredibly interesting from a game design standpoint. It's just you go in expecting players to die a certain number of times.
This terminal should give us high-level access to all of Nefarious's project files. I found something. I am afraid it does not look good.
Obliterator? Huh. I see what you mean. What exactly does it do?
That information has been deleted.
Uh-oh. Well, where is this thing?
Location unknown. However, a large transport vessel left this facility yesterday. It was headed for the Obani moon system.
The Obani moons, huh? Well, we better check it out.
Alright, progress made. Oh, we had enough for the sniper rifle I wanted. Yes!
The Flux Rifle is an excellent weapon for sniping. To enter sniper mode, equip the Flux Rifle and press L1.
How do you work this camera, whatchamacallit? That's a bummer. Ouch! Hey, Ratchet, what's up?
Hi, Skid. Can we talk to Sasha?
Sasha and Qwark are meeting with the president, man. They left me in charge of the ship.
What? I mean, I see.
What?
Well, is Al there?
He's out to lunch.
Helga?
In the sauna.
Qwark's monkey, perhaps.
Just tell Sasha that Clank and I are checking out a lead on the Obani moons.
The Obani moons? Sounds like you guys could use some backup. I'll grab my gear and meet you there.
No. Great.
At least, listen, credit to Skid. At least, unlike the rest of the Q-Force, Sans Scrunch, he is trying. He is making an actual effort to put in the work. It's not working, but he's trying. And that's endearing, at least to me. Unlike... I unironically read that as Karen Q. And I thought that was hilarious. Unlike Karen Q. Ninjas! Why is the camera so zoomed in? Yeah, unlike Captain Qwark, this man's actually putting an effort to try to be helpful. And I can respect that, even if he's not good at it. Skivin Brush wants to do something. Skid is better than Qwark. It is confirmed as factual. That's just science.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a big hand for Ratchet and Clank. They'll take home a rare first edition Qwark video comic. And here to present the grand prize, the incredible, incomparable, intalented Courtney.
In-talented.
If we play this right, she'll lead us right to Dr. Nefarious. Better let me do the talking. It is an honor for you to meet me. I mean, to meet you, Miss Gears. Hi. Hi.
My. You're even more gorgeous in person than you are on the Holo, Agent Clank. I've got a few secrets of my own that might need your special investigation.
Yes,
I love
I will report your concerns to the proper authorities.
Oh, Agent Clank, you always know exactly what to say to a woman. You know, I'd do anything to play a part in one of your Holo films.
That could be arranged, Miss Gears, if you are willing to provide information on the whereabouts of Dr. Nefarious.
Dr. Nefarious? You have been busy, haven't you? You just get me that part.
I love that she doesn't deny it.
Anything you want to know.
I love that she doesn't deny it at all. She's like, oh yeah, I'm working with him.
Star Studios.
I'm working with Dr. Nefarious. What are you gonna do about it? We'll do some more of these and for the rest of the time.
This is a cycle challenge. When I give the signal, you switch weapons.
There is no reason not to just keep firing because you never run out of ammo in these.
Oh yeah, that's entertainment, folks. Whoa, this little sucker can really do some damage.
The camera could still use some work, but it's not bad.
Switch weapons! Let's get it on! Hey, buddy, you got a permit for that? Who's gonna clean up that mess? Not me, man.
I love that because of the rules of this particular matchup, they can't let you use the suck cannon, because the way it works is that when I run out of ammo for weapon, I switch. But the suck weapon, by definition, never runs out of ammo. So I can't ever use it for this challenge. It's a cute little quirk of the system.
Okay, folks, time to play Luck of the Draw! I'm now pulling the ticket stub out of my hat. Get ready for the switch! Oh yeah, that's entertainment, folks! Everybody hit the deck! This guy's crazy! This Lombax clearly had a rough childhood, folks!
They could probably stand to use a few fewer quips from Announcer Man. Just to make sure he doesn't get old quick. There we go.
Time for a little surprise!
Almost done. One more round of degenerate to kill. And done. Easy money.
This event is a time limit challenge. He sure got his bell rung that time. He could be championship material, folks. Everyone,
Let me go a little faster.
see what a shaved Lombax looks like? Let's find out! He's on a rampage, folks! Positively shocking!
Perfect. Come on, camera, please.
Championship material, folks! Hey, Lombax! Don't look down! He
don't. That was close.
Never mess with a trigger-happy lombat.
Let's do one more and then we'll cash out.
Introducing a double dose of your favorite crazy killer couple, Mary and
Doing pretty good so far. We'll finish up this stream after this. Chainblade and the V2 Brawler Tag Team Battle. Nice. Alright. That's enough for today. We will save here. And that is the end of the stream. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate every last one of you. Remember to wear your masks, social distance, wash your hands, get your vaccine, your boosters. Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, and all lives cannot matter until minority lives matter. Have an excellent evening. I will see you all next week when we continue Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Take care till then, guys. Bye.